start our synergy service together, let's sing Wo Ya Ya, a song that came to our movement through the youth back in the early 2000s.
Welcome. My name is Reverend Stevie Carmody, and I am a white, masculine presenting person with glasses and medium brown hair and a purple shirt and a teal stole. We continue our songful beginning to this service with our opening song, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In. Now, a note, this hymn hinges on a metaphorical and literal call to open ourselves to song. While the lyrics are open your ears, we know that there are many ways that we open ourselves to song. So will you rise as you are willing and able in body or in spirit and join me in singing, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
Good morning, everybody. I'm wearing a couple hats today, so bear with me. I am not Shelley Casto, as it says in your order of service. Shelley ended up not being able to be here today, so I'm filling in. I am Billy Davidson. I use he, him pronouns. I am a member of your board of trustees. Welcome, everybody, to our church, where all people are welcome. This is the week of our faith's General Assembly. It's the annual North American gathering of over 3,000 Unitarian Universalists, where our delegates vote on policies and the business of the church through the democratic process. Our ministerial staff is there, as well as 10 of our 11 delegates. I'm number 11. At least three other members of our church are there, as well as 11 of our youth. Today's service will not be a typical one. The music you just heard is the beginning of a recording of this past Friday's General Assembly Bridging Workshop service, where our youth formally transitioned into adulthood on the national UUA level. 3 of our young adults participated. Their names printed in our order of service are Cameron Betts, Teddy Davidson, and Caroline Macharsky. In person, you can see that our order of service has already changed. Our chalice lighting and offering will take place during the recorded chalice lighting, which will come up in just a minute. And the offering will take place during the recorded chalice lighting and offering, or during the offering. The children present may leave after the chalice lighting to go to their classes. But first, every Sunday we acknowledge the land this church is built on was inhabited for millennia by indigenous peoples. We honor their sacrifice and promise to take care of this land.
Thank you, Billy. We are so lucky to have him. He's so talented. Thank you, Billy. And the kids will go to their classes immediately. That's a change. So, but we do have RE, and so that's all as well. I'm Sue Farnlocker. Every Sunday, we lift up our joys and sorrows experienced by members and friends. These can be submitted online at our website or in person during the week, during the service. Those submitted today here will be read next week. But we have 2 joys and sorrows today. Our condolences are sent to Paula Egbert, whose husband, Bill Egbert, died Sunday, June 16th, while in hospice care after a valiant struggle against cancer. His memorial service will be here in this room next Friday at 4 o'clock. So please come. The second card is for our pastoral minister, Reverend Kathleen Fowler, who celebrates her birthday today, June. Thank you, 25th. I had the wrong date in here. Please sign their, even if you don't know these people, please sign their caring cards in our fellowship hall. From experience, it means a lot. And now, take it away, Billy, back to the recording.
Welcome, everyone. I'd ask that you guys look around. Who are you looking at? Friends, family, new people? Let's all take a moment. All of us are gathered here in this space, whether online or in person. We are all here. If you please feel comfortable, please ground yourself. This is a very important moment for these youth sitting right over here, joining us. Joining us virtually or online and in person. This is an important moment, I believe, for you to see this experience. This is an important moment for me. Very soon, these youth will move across this stage and become emerging young adults. I had the opportunity and honor to bridge at GA last year in Portland. The flame necklace that I wear around my neck, the one that was given to me last year at GA, well, I feel connected to it spiritually and emotionally, and actually have not taken this off since that day. As you feel comfortable, will you please breathe in and the one that was given to me last year at GA, well, I feel connected to it spiritually and emotionally, and actually have not taken this off since that day. As you feel comfortable, will you please breathe in and breathe out? Let's take a moment to connect and engage with each other online or in person, and just say hi. Hi, guys. Hi. Hi. Yeah. This is so we may recognize these youth as the young adults that they have become instead, and that they all know that we are in community with one another and with them, and they feel our welcoming embrace. Welcome. This year's General Assembly theme is Faithfully Becoming, a theme that works perfectly with synergy and our bridging youth. All of these youth have been UUs for a little while now, or may not be ready to embrace their next chapter into emerging young adulthood. But wherever they are in their journey, we're all here for them. We're here for you. Not just in our home congregations, not just at GA, but we are all here for each individual that has bridged before, those bridging today, and those who will bridge for generations to come. These youth are entering a time of transition that may be unknown or nerve-wracking, but we are here for them and here for you as we watch you on your journey into emerging young adulthood. Let us begin our service with the lighting of the chalice that is displayed on this screen. I'm so proud to share with you all of the words that I learned from my home congregation, First Universalist Church of Minneapolis. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another.
Hello, I am the Reverend Tracy Barrett, and I am honored to be one of the GA Youth Advisors for this year's GA. I am a short, white, non-binary person that is femme presenting with a dark purple shirt and a teal stole and a bright crop of rainbow curly hair on my head. And I use she, her pronouns. When does one become an adult? Is it when they turn 18? They're old enough to vote, to join the military, to make their own decisions. Is it when they turn 21? Is it when they're old enough to rent a car or a hotel room? Is it when their brains finish growing and forming and become more fixed? Is it when they get married, if they do? I look back at when I traveled through these liminal spaces between teen years and adulthood. Even now at 48, there are days I do not feel like an adult. And friends and colleagues have said the same thing, and perhaps my fellow adults are out there thinking about it too. And I say this to let our youth and our emerging young adults know that it is normal to be unsettled in this space. Our youth and young adults have been through more than many of us ever dealt with when we traveled over these thresholds in our lives. They are navigating all the normal teenage years with school and life, and on top of that, they had to deal with a global pandemic taking so much from them. Think about how hard it was for many of us adults. Now think about doing that back when you were a teenager. It's hard. I'm honestly in awe of them, which is a lot coming from a Gen Xer. I'm also so thankful for their religious educators and their youth group advisors who have helped them to guide them in our faith as they grew up in this time. I have spent the last 3 years researching why many of our congregations are struggling to grow. And one of the reasons cited by our own commissions on appraisal is that we lose our youth sometime between their moment of bridging and their 20s. We lose them. And this is the reality of the threshold and the liminal space that our young people are entering. And it breaks my heart. I hope it breaks yours. So why does it happen? Many report that they don't find anything in the main congregation that fills them. Now, I don't mean to bring us down during this wonderful service. I am simply pointing out that some liminal spaces are harder to navigate. And I bring it up because I believe we can change that. Because for those of us who are waiting on the other side of that space, it's our turn. Our job now is to be there with open arms and hearts as our young people navigate this new liminal space. To celebrate with them when they are bursting with joy. To sit with them in times when the sorrows feel like they might crush them. It's our turn to be there to journey with them in their adult faith formation. And that might be tough for some. We don't often talk about our faith and our beliefs among ourselves, which means we need to be willing to stretch and to grow. It's living out our principle of supporting one another in our spiritual journeys. This is when we can do that with maximum impact. It's not the time to tell them what to do or how to do it, or time to say, well, back in my day. No, it's time to say welcome. And we're glad you're with us. And I am here for you. Now is the time when we listen, when we are there for them. Let our young people feel safe and secure enough in our own congregations to come to us with their questions, their dreams, their joys, and their sorrows. Let us strive to say, tell me more about that, instead of, well, we've never done it that way before. Let us celebrate with them, cry with them, fight for justice with them, and serve our wider UU faith with them. Adulthood is its own liminal space. May those of us who are experienced in this journey help those who are just joining us. May we all navigate this space and our collective new normal as we journey through it. Now, speaking of listening, may I introduce the song by Sin Kettner.
My name is Sin Kettner. I am a non-binary person. I use they, them pronouns. I am wearing a black shirt. I have white skin, which is beautifully adorned with many colorful tattoos. And I wrote this song about a year ago when I was dealing with some pretty big feelings that I didn't know how to handle about my own gender identity and how I wanted to feel in this world and how I wanted to see and be seen. And I wrote this song. It's about the way things begin, the way they end, the way things change and evolve, and how no matter how I'm feeling in the moment, it won't last forever, and things always, at least in my experience, will get better, and I hope they do for you. It's called Changes. Song will just fade away. Every beautiful painting will peel and flake. Every lie will be seen and the truth will remain. And everything changes, that's how it should be. Every tree in the forest started out as a seed. Each mountain began as a small pile of dirt. Each insecurity began with me feeling hurt. And everything changes, I know that I have, and I can't wait around pretending not to be sad. So I changed up the narrative, I found a new name. I rewrote the rules to my very own game. Everyone that you love will die one of these days. Every song that you sing will just fade away. Every painting you've made, it will crack and peel. Everything changes, don't matter how you feel. some take. Loving isn't always easy, but it shouldn't be fake. Well, I've had some of both, for better or worse, and each time was worth all the lessons and hurt. Everything changes, each lesson gets learned, and in your own time you will heal from those burns. Life keeps moving forward and time marches on. The dreamers keep dreaming and singing our songs. Everyone that you love will die one of these days, so tell them before all those memories fade. Everything that you feel, it won't last forever. Everything changes, this too will get better. Oh, it'll get better.
Sorry, I had an eyelash in my eye just now. Hi everyone, my name is Lee Blythe. I am in a pink floral dress, teal stole, black bandana. I use they them pronouns and am a biracial androgynous person. We are able to be here today engaged in this long-standing tradition because of others. Our tradition is one that passes from one generation to another through nurturing, sharing, and growing together. Those who have come before us, planted with seeds of imagination, growing deep root systems that bear us into whatever may come next. As we gather together to honor what replanting we must undertake in this moment, we too honor those with an imagination that touches our present moment. One such family of ancestors who made it possible for many of our young people to be here today is the Tyson family. The late Karen and Herb Tyson, parents of the late Katie Tyson, had a dream for youth and young adults to be empowered to make a difference in their world, to weave our Unitarian Universalist principles into the fabric of their expanding lives, and to encourage others to do the same. In the early 2000s, Katie Tyson was a rising leader in our movement. Raised in the Mount Vernon Unitarian Church in Alexandria, Virginia, an active member in the young adult group at Arlington Street Church in Boston, Massachusetts, she had aspirations of becoming a Unitarian Universalist minister. Filled with enthusiasm, passion, and excitement, Katie worked tirelessly to make our world and her community more welcoming and loving. Sadly, Katie's life ended on a highway in Colorado when she and a friend were returning from General Assembly in Salt Lake City in 2009. She was only 21. A year later, Katie's parents, with the support of the Mount Vernon Unitarian Church, the Joseph Priestley District, and other generous donors, established the Katie Tyson Fund for Youth and Young Adult Ministries. The Katie Tyson Fund for Youth and Young Adult Ministries exists to kindle the sparks of leadership among Unitarian Universalist youth and young adults. The fund supports scholarships, grants, and youth and young adult projects, conferences, and outreach, and contributed to the scholarships and travel grants that made General Assembly accessible to many youth and young adults this year. The offering for today's service is going to the Katie Tyson Fund. As you think about how much you're ready to give, know that your offering is a gift of imagination. There are many ways to donate. For those of us online and in person, you can click on Special Collections in the GA Participants Portal menu, click on Donate in the GA mobile app, text the word Katie, K-A-T-I-E, to 91999, or go online to bit.ly/UUA-Katie. The offering will now gratefully be received.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. And I have an introduction on my phone, which of course I forgot to get out. My name is Hans Kelsen. I'm a white male young adult with brown hair attempting to escape from a ponytail and a brown mustache and beard. I'm wearing a gray shirt, and my guitar is held up by this strap, which I am incredibly honored to have borrowed from Emma's Revolution earlier today, because I left mine at home. My pronouns are he and him. I've been close friends with Miami, the co-writer of this song, since the early days of our participation in high school youth cons. By some cosmic chance, I was visiting her on the very day I was asked if I had written any songs that might be appropriate for this service. Miami and I looked at the email, and we took that as a challenge. We really leaned into the prompt of being held in community through change and wrote this in a couple of hours. In our typical fashion, we would each write a couple lines, get stuck, hand my laptop off to the other, and then we would try to pick up the thread and continue. The song is based on our shared and separate experiences, good and bad, of growing up in different UU communities and seeing things shift around us. It's a song about being part of a community while we as individuals and the community as a whole are trying to figure out who we are in the world. And I think both of us can really sing this from the heart. Here I am, same as yesterday. There you are, same as years ago. The walls are the same, yet somehow different too. I've belonged here all my life now, though so many people I've been. Here we are, singing these same songs, yet here and now, some stories have to change. We've laughed and we've loved and we've lived 1,000 lives, changing, growing to hold our world, widening our circle evermore. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go. We walk the halls of mystery and add our own as we go. Here I am, sharing in discovery. Yes, I've changed, but my love still loves the same. I sing with gratitude for what I've found here, though yesterday I had no faith that I could stay. Somehow I still belong here now. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go. We walk the halls of mystery and add our own as we go. So why now? Why here and now? Why us, not the ones before? Well, I've forgotten names, and I've learned them again. I've Lost my own and had to craft it all from stone. But remember, we all change the worlds we're in. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go. We walk the halls of history and add our own as we go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ty Cook. I use she, they pronouns. I'm a white, femme-presenting youth with a short, wavy brown bob, and today I'm wearing a blue stole with a pink youth bandana, along with a pink sweater vest. Beloveds, we began this service with an ending to mourn and pay homage to what has been our time as youth. As eager as you may be to celebrate and revel in your new title as young adults, I ask that we all take a moment to pause our outward-facing selves and gently awaken the more personal, pensive parts of our being. I ask you, your whole, holistic, and unique selves, to breathe. I ask you to let out a sigh that your tried and tested inner child has been holding in for so long. In this place, you are safe. In this place, you have the room to let go. In this place, you have time. There are no deadlines for you to collect your thoughts, no schedule for your emotions to follow, just 3 words on your agenda: reflect, rest, and celebrate. As an emerging young adult myself, I've been resting and reflecting on this transition myself. On the other hand, my inner child still shines through by encouraging lighthearted thoughts, since we can't forget that this is also a time for celebration. And so I would like to invoke and celebrate something much bigger than any one of us, the Charlotte Douglas International Airport, which is actually where I flew in here. This was not in the script. I flew there when I was coming to GA. In all seriousness, this place holds personal significance to me. I work in activism in a nonprofit, and at this auxiliary airport on my layover, my dear friends and coworkers and I held a space not unlike this present one. On our layover, coming back from a draining work trip, we held time for rest and deep reflection on the good and bad of the week. While I was surrounded by my closest friends, the airport was an unfamiliar environment. But amidst this bustling atmosphere, I felt an eerie sense of deja vu. I can now put words to the feeling that engulfed me in that airport. It was liminal. This describes a place that's usually transitionary, like a bus stop or a walkway, which is oddly familiar. I think this concept of liminality is perfect for the bridging process. Not only does it mark the intermediary time between stages of life, but there's an inherent sense of familiarity to it. There's so many who've come before us and passed through the same threshold, and even more will come after us. Each year, this tradition serves as the layover for emerging young adults. And today, I hope that you, beloveds, can enjoy an introspective and restful flight.
Hello, Reverend Stevie again. There's so much to be grateful for. Today, I'm grateful for our song leaders, Hans Kelson, Sophia Smith, Naomi Gold, Adam Pod on piano, Ryan Nietzik on guitar, Brian Wolf on drums, Denzel Chismer Oliver on bass, and Natasha, who put it all together. Thank you for guiding us into this threshold place. Friends, would you join me in a moment of prayer? Take a second to notice your body, its posture, centering down into the ground. And would you breathe with me? Tender Spirit of change, be with us. Let us nestle in your spaciousness a while, holding us in all that is not yet or still to become. We are in need of solace and care, remembering all that has passed away. We lift up the stories, the journeys that have gotten us here. We tell our stories to one another, trusting in a compassion and a grace beyond ourselves. For the joys that lie ahead, may we be open to them, ready to share. For the harm we have caused, may we be reattuned to the repair and change that we must undergo. For the injustices we have faced, may we have the fortitude to carry on in the struggle for transformation of our world. Spirit of change, be with these bridgers especially, connecting their lives to the communities, families, and friendships that will bolster their next chapter of life. Prepare them to pass through this threshold, linked with their peers and our whole faith community. But for this moment, Spirit, come to stillness around us. Let us be afforded a moment to linger in between, to celebrate, to remember, to fortify, and to return. Please join me in a short time of silence. Amen, and blessed be. Please join us now in singing Holly Near's I Am Willing. You can rise as you are willing and able in body or in spirit.
It's an important step. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up
go before us. So lift me up, the light of change. One more time. I am open and I am willing for it to behold us. It seems so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change.
I am Graham Cannon. I'm a young masculine presenting person with long brown hair and gray glasses. Youth, in a moment, you will be beginning the bridging ritual, with you all passing through these two thresholds, one by me and one by Liv. Here, I will approach you with a goodbye. We will miss you in our communities, but we welcome you back to visit us. We hope the road ahead for you is long and fulfilling. Let us send our youth on their journey to young adulthood. If you would please repeat after us. We bid you farewell.
We bid you farewell.
We will support you on your journey and hope to walk the path forward with you.
We will support you on your journey and hope to go the path forward with you.
We know you have much to offer.
We know you have much to offer.
We will listen to you as you grow, and we will learn with you.
We will listen to you as you grow, and we know.
We, as a whole association, look forward to your adventures.
Look forward to your adventures.
And we look forward to what you will find.
And we look forward to what you will find.
With this, we set you on your path. Go forward and find the next chapter of your life. Farewell.
So when you arrive in this middle space, take a moment to linger. We adorn you and honor you in this chamber. When you arrive here, be sure to take a breath, leaning into the greater wholeness that holds you as one thing passes and the next path begins. Logistically, when you are here, speak your name from the podium and the name of the congregation you call home. Then you'll receive a necklace as a token of this moment.
At this doorway, I bid you a welcome. We welcome you in. We invite you to sit with the rest of the young or emerging adults. Let us all welcome these new faces into this space and into our larger community. I have a charge for you. As the community accepts these new young adults, please repeat after me. Welcome, new young adults. We embrace you for what you bring.
We embrace you for what you bring.
We embrace you for all that you offer.
We embrace you for all that you offer.
We know you have insights to benefit us as we grow too.
We know you have insights to benefit us as we grow too.
We, as an association, promise to welcome you all into your next chapters.
We, as a whole association, promise to welcome you into our next chapter.
Let us all welcome these new faces into this space and into our larger community.
I am Lance Coffey, and I come from the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Newark.
Jonathan Newnham, First Unitarian Universalist Church of Berks County, Pennsylvania.
Alexander Jackson from the Unitarian Universalist Church of Utica.
Alexandra Davies from Bull Run Unitarian Universalist. Kira Stevens from Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Gainesville, Florida.
Lane Hagan, Unitarian Universalist Church of Gainesville, Florida.
Rachel Larkins from Church of the River in Memphis.
I'm Maeve Rensberger from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of the New River Valley in Blacksburg.
I'm Teddy Davidson from the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbus, Ohio.
I'm Caroline Moczarski from the First Unitarian Church of Columbus.
I am Rue Plummer from the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Nashville.
I am Theodore Henson from the First Unitarian Church of Providence.
Hi, I'm Samantha White from First Universalist Church in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
I'm Corey Gregson. I'm from Beacon, New U, and Summit.
Hi, I'm Zoe Laffler from Hunterdon UU in Baptisttown, New Jersey.
Abigail Rabbit, Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Sussex County.
I am Cameron Manjan Betts of the First Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbus, Ohio.
Ty Cook from the Church of the River in Memphis, Tennessee.
Graham Cannon, Indianapolis.
You have now stepped through the threshold into your next stage of being.
You have many places to go and many things to see.
As you go into this next chapter, remember your faith community, your congregation, your RE teachers, and us. We are all here to help you along your way.
Whatever you may decide, we love you. We care about you. And we look forward to everything you may do and everything you will bring to this community. And let us sing one more time our refrain, I am willing, giving a cheer for our bridgers.
My name is Shannon Harper. I am a Black, cis, femme person with curly, highlighted hair, who knows what color it really is, and a purple smock on. Congratulations to this year's Bridgers. But I'm just curious. Out there, here, how many of you, when you were roughly this age, considered yourself a UU, roughly 18? Make yourself known. I ask this question because there is a pervasive narrative out there that Unitarian Universalism is losing young people. They are bridging and then making decisions about their life and how they will spend their time that do not include going to church on Sunday morning or attending committee meetings at the end of a busy day. That narrative is not wrong. I'm sure every person who made themselves known can count off the friends who are no longer with us. Some of them having left in heartbreak. Some of them feeling like they had no other choice. But most just drifted away. You know what that narrative also reminds me of? It reminds me of another prevalent narrative that I still hear, that we are a predominantly white denomination. That narrative is also true, and yet that is not all of who we are. It's not all of what we aspire to be. If we are still becoming, then we can wrestle with that narrative while also acknowledging and lifting up every member of the global majority who has ever found a home in Unitarian Universalism and every contribution that we have made. Friends, the stories we tell about ourselves matter. They tell us what we are focused on, what we are working to make into reality. And it is also both true that our young people are leaving, and I believe they would really like a reason to stay. In your mourning the loss of those that you don't see, and yes, that is something worth mourning, but in that mourning, do not mistake and do not erase those who are still here. And you know, when I say here, I am not just talking about General Assembly, which is the most expensive, most time-consuming, most privileged way that we engage in our faith. Let me tell you that the young adults that are here, right here, they are committed. They are dedicated. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. I'm also, though, talking about the young adults who are attending your Sunday services, maybe only once a month because that's all they can get off from work, or the young adult who is volunteering in RE because that's where they feel most comfortable. I'm talking about the young adults who organize, who volunteer, who start campus ministry programs and LGBTQIA+ support groups, who gather with other BIPOC YAs, join multi-generational trans and non-binary communities, or join young child parent playgroups. We see you. We see you out here doing your best to connect. But if we are going to be a faith that lives into our covenant with young people, we can't just acknowledge these people. We must listen to them as well. I'll tell you a secret that I learned from my own young adult children. There is nothing a raised UU young adult dislikes more than being discounted or considered new to our faith. They know things. And while us older folks are wringing our hands about how we're going to retain younger membership in our congregation and what's going to become of UUism if we all die out, our young people are full of wisdom. They're waiting for somebody to recognize it. They're waiting for somebody to recognize them as the experts that they are, the experts we need on engaging young people. Now, this is not a charge for you to go grab the first YA you see and bombard them with questions about how to get more young people to come to church or to stay in church. First of all, that's rude. But also, that's not the right question. It's not even the right goal. We need to be meeting young people where they are. And when we welcome them in, it needs to be all of them, their whole selves. It means they may not fit into neat membership boxes, and that's okay. If you pay attention, you'll notice that there are young UUs telling you right here in this very General Assembly about the world that they want to live in. What they believe Unitarian Universalists could and should live our values out loud. Do not discount them. Engage them. So here is my charge to you. Build genuine relationships. Listen to their prophetic voices. If what they are saying makes you uncomfortable, do not turn away. Examine that. Be curious about it. Unitarian Universalism has formed these young people. Now, allow them to reflect back to you what they have learned. Allow yourself and our faith to be changed by this reflection. This is how a religion stays relevant. This is how we faithfully become. Now let us sing our closing hymn together, Blue Boat Home.
Standing on these mountains and plains,
Would you join me in the closing of our service as we extinguish this chalice with these words? Through this next door we move, may we have awareness to welcome the new, honor that has passed away, and follow our hearts in what we next become together. Now go in peace and make good trouble.